City, we come!
Welcome back to Hell City Streets, aka Hell City Wrestling, and today we've got another sort of discussion video.
Yeah, leading off from the first one we did, which was all about the highs and lows of deathmatch wrestling. We're going to keep on with that.
Yeah, got part 2 coming.
Yeah, speaking of deathmatch wrestling, I just acquired this recently. Every home should have one. Your own personal baby John Zandig. Look at that, all the way from Japan. So, yeah, that leads quite nicely into our discussion, actually. But what else have we got here? Just a quick little thing.
Let me put my coffee down for a moment. We have rough edits, not the full thing yet, that'll be coming later on. But Spooky Slam and Games of Death by Rise.
From last year.
Yep, and if you do watch it, you might spot in the corner all of us. We were there.
Yeah. We were very vocal as well.
Yeah, very vocal. My dad here got involved with Mr. Leonardo Darwin.
That's on Spooky Slam, my star moment, yeah.
But there isn't any commentary there, but I think it enhances it a little bit.
Makes you feel like you're there.
Yeah.
You can hear the crowd a lot more on that. You know, it's like one of those experiences. Every time I watch wrestling, there's always a commentary over it.
Yeah.
And so actually, for once, hear it without, it's like, wow, you know, it's really unique sound.
It's quite nice.
So yeah, these Deathmatch Outlaws are just putting them out anyway. So yeah, just go online, type in Deathmatch Outlaws, buy the merch from them. Yeah, getting on to the discussion, what we was going to talk about, Deathmatch Wrestling. I think people are wondering, I suppose, how did we get into Deathmatch Wrestling? So,
well, you know, for a weird start, let's start with me.
Yes.
Because we know a bit about how my dad got into it, but I'm a lot younger, so I started my deathmatch experience in the 2000s, and it wasn't a smooth sailing one. I wasn't the one who got involved in it. So me and my older brother, I might mention him on the channel a few times, we were fighting a lot. And, you know, my dad was like, how do we stop this?
Oh, mention the wrestling move that was done on you.
So
on concrete.
On concrete. We were outside walking to school one day, and my older brother decides to hit me with a pedigree. No cover, nothing. Busted lip, bleeding everywhere. My mum wasn't too proud of that, but all of this just kept happening. So, as a parent should do, they want to tackle that. So what did you do?
Dad of the Year decided to show you, since you've just come in, busted lip and that, after a pedigree, going to show you what can go wrong with wrestling. So obviously the old WWE stuff was bodies have been broken, etc. But to actually see it actually happening. So I decided, sit them both down, they're quite young, show them Combat Zone Wrestling, a few choice ones, Nick Gage bleeding out from TOD8, you know, a few other choice moments. And I noticed something, they're looking shocked, but it's not a proper shock. They're like
excitement.
They're fucking enjoying this shit.
Yeah.
And then it was from there. Watched all the Tournament of Deaths and went on from there. So IWAs, whatever. So yeah.
My earliest memory of a Tournament of Death was Tournament of Death 4, as we discussed with Ponder last video.
Yeah. Check that out at the end. We've got a link for it.
Yeah, we'll have a title card for that. But personally, my favourite Tournament of Death of all time, because it's the most memorable for me. And it was a lot of fun. Growing up with that and being kind of like the odd one out whenever my friends would talk about wrestling, because my name, as we all aware, is Kane, so obviously you get the Undertaker and Kane joke, and I like WWE, don't get me wrong, ruthless aggression is what I grew up on, but there was something so special about saying, well, do you know who Nick Gage is? Do you know who Madman Pondo is? Do you know who Necro Butcher is? You know, and it was quite cool. But how did you get into it?
Well, I was just going to say, it's a funny thing you mentioned about the old WWE stuff, but something just popped into my head that I noticed on Facebook recently, leads into something. So the other thing you was watching at the time was old TNA.
Oh, yes.
AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe. Yeah. Yep. And if somebody doesn't get mentioned, he should, Deathmatch Elite on Facebook, somebody mentioned this guy, he doesn't get enough love. Like New Jack don't get enough love in the deathmatch community for being outstanding. Yeah. And that's Abyss. He rolled about in barbed wire every week, man.
I mean, his 2000s feud with Sting.
Yeah.
That was gruesome for the time. And obviously it's on national television where a lot of people are going to watch it and see this for the first time. Yeah. And he does, well, when Hulk Hogan came into TNA and made him to a bit of a joke, I think that's what people remember because of how just surreal that was. but you do forget his glory days where he was a genuine monster.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't lose. He'd always be the top, big bad.
I got to see him live when he was still a monster, and it's like, oh, god damn, yeah, him and AJ Styles was around and that. But
oh, man.
Yeah, I was just mentioning about New Jack as well. We're leading off track a little bit, but New Jack doesn't get them prompts. It's like people talk about ECW, they talk about Sabu, Tasmaniac and stuff like that. 100%. But New Jack's just remembered for the whole thing with Vic Grimes. He's mentioned
for his bad,
yes, with his bad stuff. Yeah,
we do understand New Jack was a bad person. We understand that.
I love the guy.
But
what the fuck, man? I love that guy. He had his reasons. If he tasered somebody or attacked somebody, he always came back with a reason, like the Dark Side of the Ring documentary.
Yeah.
Like, I've read his autobiography. There's always good reasons for it. He was a good guy, man. I like New Jack,
but purposely throwing someone off scaffolding because he didn't like him.
It wasn't that.
It was a bit.
Vic Grimes, man. I swear to God, all he had to do was visit him in hospital. It was his fault that New Jack got busted up. He just had to visit him in hospital, and he didn't. And he gloated about it. So New Jack being New Jack, hell, I'd have done the same. I'd have tasered the motherfucker, thrown him off scaffolding. But what I loved about it, New Jack was so honest. He admitted he wanted to kill him, and he wanted to kill him.
Yeah, he was upset that he didn't do it.
So that's why I love New Jack. Anyway.
I mean, he was okay. I wouldn't say it's a bad or good. It's controversial.
Yeah.
But the one thing that obviously people do forget, New Jack was Deathmatch.
Yes.
New Jack was also in TNA.
When he was in Smoky Mountain, he was wrestling with Jim Cornette.
All the racial tension there.
Yeah.
And he elevated, he used that to elevate his own character.
Yeah.
Because he played into it. He wasn't afraid of his culture. He wasn't afraid of who was in the crowd. He just did it.
Yeah. The whole thing with him and Gypsy Joe, when everybody was shouting certain derogatory terms at him, and he just went ballistic.
Yeah.
I don't think that's on YouTube anymore, but if you can find it anywhere, Reddit or whatever, have a look at that video of him versus Gypsy Joe if you haven't seen it yet. Yeah, it's I wouldn't say it's a technical wrestling match, but
who was that kid that he beat in the ring who lied about his age?
Mass Transit. Yeah.
That's the one. That's another incident that people obviously associate with New Jack. Well, obviously, it's quite good for him to have this infamous image of the criminal that came into the ring and was a criminal. But you get...
He was also a bounty hunter. He was going after criminals as well in real life, you know what I mean?
But you get that. But you also get the tag team with Shark Boy. That no one expected to work. But when you look back at it, it did.
It really worked.
It really worked. Because it just... All the knowledge on New Jack to just be like, let's go with this Shark guy who's pretending to be, Stone Cold Steve Austin at some point in his career. Well, I still don't understand. But
give me a shell,
I don't get that. I truly don't. A quick shout out to people who played the TNA game. Always my opponent, forever my opponent will be Shark Boy. I did not like him. Always beat up on Shark Boy. So a little shout out there for people who know. And
if Shark Boy, if you ever watch this, rest in peace many times on that TNA game.
Yeah. I got a lot of anger out on you. But
Shark Boy usually a little punch bag.
He was. He really, really was.
About in XPW's the body. He's like everybody's punch bag in there. He's like a crash test dummy. You just throw him around. Shark Boy was that.
Again, another controversial person we could talk about his attitude.
Yeah, of course, we need to do a full video on XPW version 2.0. One time I mentioned it a few videos back. People are always on the internet, Rob Black, Rob Black, we hear Rob Black, so they've got a shit on the whole company. They forget Slack, Drake Younger, it's like Necro, so many people. Big Joe did some wonderful things there. It's like, it is a good company, it's good deathmatch, there's some amazing feuds, it's fun as well. Yeah, Rob Black mixes his porno in now and then, but it's one of those things. And he talks a lot of shit in the ring forever, but we can go with that. And there's one guy that we'll just say quite controversial stuff. The Body.
Yeah.
Yes, The Body. I just mentioned
Great worker.
Oh yeah.
Just what we hear is no shows.
Yeah. And being a dickhead behind the scenes at certain events where certain other wrestlers beat the hell out of him and then he just disappears, when he's meant to be appearing again, which just don't start trouble if you're gonna run away. It's like, it's just one of the things, especially if you're a little kid like that, but but no, The Body, they're a good wrestler. I appreciate what they do in the ring. Like I said, they get thrown about. Shane Mercer versus The Body was a spectacle in itself.
Big effing Joe versus The Body.
Yes. Needles.
Needle in the dick.
Needle in the dick, yes.
In
Full view of an audience, and apparently some kids were in there as well.
Apparently so.
Yeah. Classic moment, yeah.
Yeah.
And that was famous show, in fact. We will talk about this in the video when we do it, the full version 2.0 one. But yeah, J.J. Allen.
J.J. Allen.
The balcony moment.
Oh my god. When we get to this video, I will put the clip in. I will, obviously, as I said, the videos, but I'll put the clip in of this moment.
We'll do it on the proper version 2.0.
Yeah, how ridiculous it is. I could not believe my eyes what I'm watching because there's no need for it. Not because, like, oh, it's so over the top, like, why would he put himself through his pin? No, it's silly because no one's there. And
they've already got out of the way.
Yeah,
it still does it.
We'll leave you on that for now, so you get excited for when you see it eventually. But oh my god, we've got a lot to talk about at XPW.
I'm a massive fan of J.J. Allen. I've seen him set on fire. I've seen him I've seen fireworks explode. I'm run over by a car with El Slacko driving behind it. You know, it's like
God bless.
Man, the move in question.
It was stupid.
Yes, it was stupid. I couldn't even defend it.
No.
Funny though, but rewound it a few times.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're digressing.
We are getting heavily off topic.
How did I get into deathmatch wrestling?
How did you?
That was in the video. Okay, so yeah,
we're back on topic.
And please, anybody, please comment about how did you get into deathmatch wrestling? I think we're not getting enough people commenting or messaging and that. We need more people. I know we're an infinite little group collective thing going on YouTube.
I mean, to be fair, when we did last get messages on a certain person's story, we did talk to him again.
Yeah.
So that is coming up.
That, yeah.
We did thankfully speak to him again.
Yeah, we've got another interview coming up after this one, so it's all been recorded,
Look
all been ready to go. So how did I get into deathmatch wrestling? So,
again, we will eventually get to it.
So I'd always been into hardcore wrestling. Never really a WWE person, WWF at my time when I was a kid. I'd watch it, but Southwest Championship Wrestling was my thing.
Yeah.
Early WCW, for me early, it was like mid-80s sort of stuff. And I remember getting into TNA wrestling, various things, Ring of Honor and watching it. So I was reading Power Slam magazine one day, and it was mentioned about Combat Zone, about Tournament of Death 3. And there was a mention of Sexy Eddie bleeding out and like drinking the blood out of his arm like this.
Oh.
So this is the days when you could just jump on eBay, it's like the Wild West on there, you could just type in, you'd find like a copy. Nobody was bothered about copies, so I've got a copy of Tournament of Death 2 and Tournament of Death 3 to watch. Getting onto that, so I watched Tournament of Death 3 and Tournament of Death 2, and then it was just a landslide from there. I had to track everything down.
Yep.
I found Smart Mark Video in America, ordered loads of DVDs from then, and it's just gone on. It's just been this obsession, almost a religious experience for me. I have to watch so many, and then IWTV come along.
Oh,
Yeah, live shows as well. Oh.
Maybe one day we do a video of our actual wrestling collection.
Yeah.
Because you see a few things in the videos, but just off camera, there's all our wrestling things.
Yeah.
So we might make a video.
It's not all just down to Zandig and our cheap hot props we do now and then.
Yeah, we have
ECW flag from Big Joe. It's not just them.
We have DVDs.
Yeah, a lot of them.
A dime media as well.
Yes.
Like I said.
And I'm a physical media person, so... Yeah, I mean, we've run on quite a while with this now.
We have.
We've not covered much.
I mean, to say that this is a highs and low of deathmatch wrestling, we haven't really stuck to that. But we're still going to call it.
Yeah, early Combat Zone. The actual unpredictability. There was something about the adrenaline rush of watching that. Early IWA Mid-South.
Yeah.
There was
it was new, it was fresh.
It was an adrenaline rush. It's like, wow, you can watch it now. We was watching TOD2 again the other night. JC Bailey versus Sick Nick Mondo. Oh!
The crowd loved Sick Nick Mondo. They were fully behind him, even when, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, but Mr. Zandig loses.
Oh yeah, and that, yeah.
Everyone wanted to see Ian Rotten versus Zandig, but it turned to Ian Rotten versus Sick Nick Mondo.
Yeah.
And everyone was still hyped.
It was what a crowd wanted. They didn't realise how much they wanted that, yeah.
Amazing tournament. Genuinely amazing. And again, as we say, we watched my first time watching it since I was a kid, and it still holds up to this day.
Yeah.
It's absolutely amazing. And the crowd, shout out to the crowd there from however long ago.
2003, 2004.
Yeah, a long time ago now.
Yeah.
They were hyped the entire night, and they... Shout out to the one guy in the front row who tried to get his prop used the entire night.
Yeah.
didn't work, by the way. But that was a really nice viewing. And it's a bunch of people that I either forgot were deathmatch wrestlers or didn't know they were deathmatch wrestlers again. And it was really cool. And we're slowly
Nate
going...
Webb with his teenage get-back sort of tune, yeah.
Actual heel.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, even with Mr. Zandig, he put on a good performance as the boss trying to get to Ian Rotten, but the table spot, if you know, you know. Go up to the roof and just, wow.
Yeah.
His foot went through.
It's bigger than him and Joey Janela from GCW, put it like that, you know. So. But yeah, we've actually, to be fair, a few of these topics we could actually do full videos on. I want to do something on Ian Rotten one day. Controversial figure, very controversial, will always be controversial.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of controversial, we learnt a lot reading the book we're about to show you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mickey Knuckles' book. A lot about Ian Rotten in there. Obviously, there's stuff all over online. On YouTube, if you have a little dig around, there's actually an audio where he's getting interviewed. And respect to him, he stays on and talks. But we'll mention it in the full one.
Yeah.
But JC Bailey's dad calls up. And it degenerates from there. It's quite humbling and quite like shocking to listen to.
Yeah.
Poor JC Bailey's dad, you know, obviously if you don't know the history of JC Bailey,
absolute
what happened,
talent as well.
And how he passed and that, and how allegedly what Ian Rotten had part of that, we'll go into that on another video on that, but respect, you know, it's like, they lost a lot of young people. I mean, JC Bailey, Danny Havoc, brain damage, obviously, if you know, like going forward a little bit, Marcus Crane, losing too many people in deathmatch scenes.
Yeah, Trent Acid as well.
Yeah, Trent Acid, oh man.
So,
peace, man.
We're gonna probably create a new series. I mean, we're doing series left, right, centre, but I think at least once or twice a month we're gonna showcase a wrestler. So we're gonna exclusively talk about them, the full video, or an event we've been to or watched, something along those lines. Because there's a lot of wrestlers that we both love, and we want to talk about them. Like here, we've been chatting about so many people, and it's just. We never feel we're going to give them the love they deserve in videos like this.
And it's not just going to be deathmatch. It's going to be a lot of people from history and that, you know, going on. It's going to be a lot. And we can also, what we'll also talk about is live shows as well. The live show experience. We've been to a lot of live shows in the UK. Yeah. We've unfortunately never travelled abroad to see the shows, but
maybe one day.
Yeah, maybe one day you'll see us over there and that, you know. XPW version 3.0 appears and we'll be in the crowd watching JG Allen do like a crazy bump or something like that.
I mean, talking of Combat Zone as well, they're coming to the UK. So you might see us there. Yeah. We might have to do a little video whilst we're there. That's another thing we can start doing up.
Yeah. Well, I'm going over to TNT Wrestling in April because I want to meet Slack for one. You know, somebody I've always wanted to meet. So and Slack is somebody who you said about the chance for Sick Nick Mondo. Yeah. I think it's only off the top of my head. It's only Slack that gets. Apart from Drake Younger when he appears, he gets them chance. Slack. Everybody's behind him and that. You know, and that's so good to hear. You know, so so we've gone longer.
We have, We've gone off topic many times, but we're still going to put this as part 2 because this is probably going to be a running series.
Let us know what you think anyway. We'll say we really want to hear back from everybody. You know, it's like we want this to be like a unique experience. Talk about stuff online and that. We might do some live videos sometime where everybody can just come in and chat. Yeah.
I mean, please again, like, subscribe, share around. Yeah. Because that's what we need to grow. Yeah. And what we need to share the love with you people.
And don't forget as well, just a last little pop for Deathmatch Outlaws, who are an amazing company in the UK, run by Big Joe, various other people and that. It's like, there you go, they've just come out, no commentary, but absolutely amazing.
And we've been Hell City Wrestling, Hell City Straights.
Yeah. Hope we haven't bored you too much, we really did go off topic a little bit, you know, but...
But to be fair, this is what we want to do. We want to do longer videos. The earlier videos are shorter because, you know, we were trying to like get over a quick fact or an interview went wrong. But now you can expect 10 to 20 minute videos maybe. Yeah. I think is great.
And the next one that's going up after this, we might do a little short actually, a couple of little shorts here and there, quick facts, and then we'll be doing the next interview with somebody. And we've got somebody else planned for April now.
We're getting quite good at this. Yeah. You know, getting interviews.
We're getting comfy.
Yeah. But I mean, is the interview Jack Harrop?
I hope so.
Is it getting edited in right now?
Yeah, I hope so as well.
You never know. As I said, we've been Hell City Wrestling, Hell City Streets. Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, share around, and we'll see you next time in the interview.
Until next time, yeah, we are.